Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're an Indian law student or a young lawyer trying to navigate today's incredibly fast-paced legal landscape, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're unpacking a vital roadmap to really modernize your practice. We're talking about building the ultimate Indian lawyer's digital toolkit, distilling exactly what you need to succeed, not just in the modern courtroom, but well beyond it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever actually stopped to ask yourself, is my legal toolkit really ready for the modern landscape? Because, let's be honest, the days of relying entirely on dusty library volumes and heavy physical notebooks, yeah, those are firmly behind us. Today, there's this powerful mix of both free and paid digital tools that can dramatically improve your research speed, totally elevate the quality of your drafting, and just generally boost your overall career readiness.
So, here is our roadmap for today. Think of me as your senior mentor, just helping you organize that digital briefcase. We're going to cover the free legal starter stack, core Indian research portals, AI tools for Indian lawyers, building your productivity workflow, and finally, essential tech and legal skills. Let's get going.
Starting right off with Section 1, the free legal starter stack.
Now, if you're a student on a tight budget or a junior advocate who's literally just starting out, taking a free-first approach is honestly the smartest way to build your foundation without breaking the bank. Here's your everyday starter stack. For core case tracking, Indian Kanoon and the official eCourts websites, absolutely indispensable. You just have to use them. And when you need to organize all those scattered thoughts, case briefs, and class notes, digital workspaces like Notion or Microsoft OneNote are total game changers. Writing papers and tracking citations, Zotero handles that heavy lifting for you effortlessly. To stay on top of real-time legal news, Live Law and Bar and Bench are your daily must-haves. And of course, for solid career guidance or spotting those crucial internship listings, always keep Loctopus and iPleaders bookmarked. Let me highlight one highly specific but incredibly practical tool here. Picture this. You're doing exam prep on a packed train, or maybe you have a sudden, unexpected court visit and you need to double-check an amendment literally right that second. The Bear Act Box app is your perfect on-the-go companion for reading Bear Acts. It's practical, it's super fast, and it ensures the exact letter of the law is quite literally right there in your pocket at all times.
Moving on to our next level up, Section 2, Core Indian Research Portals.
And this brilliantly illustrates a key point. To be truly effective, you have to strike a balance in your digital practice. On one side, you've got the heavy hitters, the paid analytical databases. Platforms like SCC Online are heavily used by law schools and top-tier firms because honestly, they are unmatched for comprehensive judgments and statutes. Similarly, Manupatra is a massive powerhouse, especially if you're leaning heavily into corporate and litigation work. But contrast that with the other side, official government portals. Tools like eCourts are just non-negotiable for your daily national case status tracking. And the Bar Council of India portal? Absolutely essential for your professional compliance and rule updates. You really truly need both sides of this equation to function effectively.
But beyond just reading case law, understanding the legislative intent is absolutely crucial for building a winning argument. There are two highly authoritative sources for this kind of deep dive research. First up, the Legislative Department's India Code portal. This is your official, definitive source for Bear Acts and consolidated statutes, period. Second, PRS Legislative Research is just an absolute goldmine. They provide plain language analysis of bills, policies, and parliamentary debates. If you ever find yourself needing to know the why behind a law, PRS is exactly where you need to look.
Now, for the most cutting-edge compartment of our briefcase, Section 3, AI Tools for Indian Lawyers.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the AI landscape has evolved. It isn't just about generic chatbots anymore. These platforms serve entirely different, highly specific functions in an Indian legal context. For example, VIDUR AI is designed specifically for Indian practice workflows and analytics. CaseMine, which is equipped with Amicus AI, acts as this brilliant relationship mapper. It literally helps you find linked judgments to build out robust arguments. Then you've got Manupatra AI, bringing built-in features that are fantastic for fast briefs and smart searches. And finally, LawCentral AI offers a free AI-enabled research suite, tailored specifically to help Indian lawyers summarize really dense cases quickly.
But, and listen to me closely here, I have to give you a very stern warning. Whether you are using general-purpose AI like ChatGPT or Grok, or specific drafting assistants like DraftBot Pro and Supreme Today AI, you must always verify for accuracy and cross-check your citations. Look, AI tools are fantastic force multipliers. They can brainstorm, summarize, and draft outlines incredibly well.
But they are absolutely not replacements for your own rigorous legal verification. A hallucinated citation can and will permanently ruin your credibility in court. So trust, but verify.
Let's see how this all connects. Section 4. Building your productivity workflow.
Let's walk through a typical modernized drafting workflow step by step. Think of this as your digital assembly line. Step 1. You organize your case briefs and clippings in a workspace like Notion or Evernote. Step 2. You actually write the draft, and using a suite like LegalBoard can save you hours here with its specialized keyboard shortcuts for legal symbols and formatting. Step 3 is formatting. You're going to constantly use everyday PDF utilities to merge your pleadings or run OCR, that's optical character recognition, on scanned orders. And finally, Step 4, you submit your flawlessly formatted document via the official e-filing portals of the Supreme Court or High Courts. It's smooth, it's connected, and it works.
But, true productivity is also about managing your long-term knowledge and keeping track of multiple moving parts. Trello, for instance, is fantastic for setting up visual timelines for your moot courts or internship deliverables. For handling complex citations for research papers, you'll definitely want to rely on reference managers like Zotero, Mendeley, or RefWorks. And what about your own conceptual clarity? Listen to podcasts like The Seen and the Unseen, or read opinion pieces from platforms like The Print and The Wire to really grasp those broader law and policy debates. Plus, if you're building a niche practice, say in corporate or insolvency law, platforms like Lexology India and IBC Laws will absolutely keep you ahead of the curve.
Which brings us to our final and honestly most important section, Section 5, Essential Tech and Legal Skills. So, the crucial point is this. Finding data, that's easy now. What makes you genuinely valuable as a lawyer are your underlying human skills. You need sharp legal research abilities to find binding precedents on SCC or Manupatra, not just any random precedents. You need the practical drafting chops to actually create airtight MOUs, affidavits, rent agreements, and pleas complaints. You need public speaking confidence for oral arguments and client interactions. And yes, you absolutely need tech fluency, knowing how to actually execute an e-filing, run an OCR scan, or accurately translate documents from regional languages into English. The tech tools simply amplify the skills you already have.
This all leads us to a massive core takeaway. Client communication and negotiation, driven by empathy, clarity, and transparent fee discussions, are key for retention and referrals. Really let that sink in for a moment. Software might help you write a faster brief or find some hidden, obscure judgment, but it is your empathy, your clarity, and your ability to communicate effectively with a worried client that will actually get you hired, and more importantly, keep you hired.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. I want you to look at your own digital briefcase right now. Which digital tool will you add to your practice today? Will it be Notion to finally organize those chaotic notes? Will you test out VIDUR AI for smarter research? Or maybe you'll just download the Bear Act Box app for your commute tomorrow morning. Whatever it is, don't just absorb this information passively, take action. Pick one tool today, test it out, and level up your legal practice. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this helps you build a sharper, faster, and much more effective legal toolkit.